Hello and welcome to another edition of We Stream. Today we're going to be checking out Dat Like Dat by Moko Plays. Today's reaction is sponsored by you. That's right, if you want me to react to stuff I otherwise wouldn't, you can go to my website. I will pin a comment below. Now, usually when people have me react to random stuff, it's random stuff that they like. This is a video with not a lot of views on it and such like that, so I'm assuming this is something sent to me by an actual independent artist, which is not usually what I get on these requests, because that's a dangerous thing to do, to be a small independent artist and send something to me. This might be a rough video, so buckle up. We'll try to give some, constructive feedback if it's warranted. Otherwise, we'll be marvelously impressed. Let's find out though. Let's get into it. Dat Like Dat with a lot of dots in there by Moko Plays. Wait, is it Dat Like Dat or Dat Like Day? I am seeing a conflict very quickly. This says Dat Like Day. The title says Dat Like Dat. It's not a good first impression. This piano's groovy though. Did you make the beat? Let's find out. Music by Moko Plays. So he's saying he made the beat. If so, either that's a cool piano sample or a cool piano riff, but I like the music of it. I swear if I'm to find out later that you say music by you, but you didn't actually make this beat, then you're like the scummiest person. So I'm just going to assume you actually made the beat. Credits: Moko Plays created beat, lyrics, melody, everything. Okay, good. So we do got confirmation that you made it. Let's go. The beat sounding cool. We'll see what happens when the drop happens. You already did the like and subscribe thing. Why is the second one coming up?
Or say the things you wanna say to me. I wanna feel you more. Baby, you've been messing with a freak.
Alright, so we were on a good thing with the instrumental. And then the vocals came in. And they did not pass the vibe check. A couple things that are glaringly wrong with these vocals right now. One, they're not mixed correctly at all. They're just sitting, like, you have this instrumental is over here. The vocals are just somewhere else, completely like linear flat. They're not wide at all. They're just like a straight line in the middle and just flat on top of the beat. It makes it sound more like a karaoke performance than an actual song you mixed. Also, the reason for that is you have all this complex nuance in the beat, and this vocal layer, at least to start, is literally just one vocal layer. Just one take. Doesn't even sound like there's much, if any, like effect or reverb on it. It's just sitting there flat on top of this complex instrumental. Why? I don't know. It's also begging for pitch correction because even pitch-perfect singers use pitch correction, and you are not even close to a pitch-perfect singer. So there is instantly glaring issues once the lead vocal hit on this beat. I was liking the instrumental, but we have been smacked straight in the face with some problems with this vocal. And these lyrics, it looks like we're doing like a, based on reading these lyrics, we're doing a sex song. If you're going to do that, you've got to, especially vocally, sound sexy. Nothing sexy about these vocals.
Go on and close that door. Your eyes, that waist bring...
That waist, W-A-I-T-S-E. Just spell check the lyric video. And baby, I just realized it's spelled baby. Is English second language? If so, definitely have someone else help spell check the video, because it's tough. If English is second language, it's tough. If English is first language, shame on you. If English is second language, pro tip, have someone whose English is their first language spell check your videos. Either way, come on.
That's me, so sweet, honey. Oh, baby, please, oh yeah. Let's just take it slow to the beat.
It's also interesting, there's some clipping in your main vocal, right? There's a little bit of audio clipping in your lead vocal, like some distortion clipping, which is, again, weird because the instrumental's produced so well. I really like how the instrumental's produced. Just the vocals needs a lot of help. Oh, the vocals got 1,000 times worse. The thing is, if you're going to sound like this, you have to do your due diligence of audio engineering on the voice to make it not sound like this anymore. You could sound like this naturally and just fix it. That's what most pop music is, especially this kind of a song that's like a, call me Poppy, you can stay all night with me, be naughty. Like, fuck it. Why would you try to leave this as a dry vocal as if there's some emotional purpose to it? You really need to, as I like to say, make these vocals wet. Wet is an industry term for effects on it. You need to have a pan going on, so there needs to be like a backup layer where the vocals are going like left to right, and some echoes and delays and reverb and a lot of pitch correction, and just this big harmonic like call me Poppy with like 5 voices going, like, and then this works. But just as a dry vocal over an instrumental, it sounds like Drake did a Drake song at karaoke night with auto-tune turned off. Back way, you know that I don't play. And that's not appealing. Even with your little backup vocals, like, it's all just the same level. It makes it like harder and harder for me to understand or believe that this instrumental was made by you, when there's just such a glaring separation of understanding of music between what you do to your vocals and what you do to your instrumental. Like, your instrumental knows what it's supposed to be doing. It has a pretty decent mix to it. It fits this vibe that you're after. But then these vocals just feel like a completely different person was involved, because it's just a dry vocal feed slapped on top with no attention to detail. It boggles my mind that the same person who could create an instrumental with such thought and care could create vocals with neither of those. Like, this hook is painful to listen to because it's just so dry. Audio engineering is important, not just on the instrumental, but on the vocals as well.
I just wanna make it easy to breathe.
We got the spell checks hitting me again with wonna, and you did it again, wonna, and you're inconsistent with if you're capitalizing the I. Like I said earlier, if English is your second language, I get it, but definitely have someone check it for you. If English is your first language, shame on you, and still have someone else check it for you.
Like nothing you've ever found before. I wanna race you up and down a peak. You're looking like you want some more. Your eyes, they always bring that to me. So sweet, honey, oh baby, please.
Obviously, there's nothing really going on with the lyrics. There's a lot of repetition here. It's, like I said, a general sex song, which is very popular, but have you heard these songs on the radio? The vocals are engineered to death. Most of the popular artists that do this are pretty good natural singers. I wouldn't call you a great natural singer by any stretch of the imagination. You could probably work on that voice to get it better. But a lot of them aren't good singers at all, right? So, but do the right treatment to your vocals. Bro, did you just hit me with another like button? That's like the third one this video. Tacky.
To the beat. You can stay all night with me. Be nice.
What's funny is if I had the stems to this song, just the dry stems, as long as they're not distorted, like as long as they don't have peaks. But like if you have the stems to this and you put it into the hands of a competent audio engineer, even without an extra vocal layer, it's still serviceable to make something happen. So the biggest mistake of this didn't really happen when it was being recorded, is what I'm saying. It happened in the mixing and mastering and engineering stages where not enough was done to make this a finished product. This isn't finished. This is a demo of a demo at this point, because you can't just put on a vocal take that's "call me happy" and call it a day. That's not going to work.
Be happy, you can stay all night with me. Be naughty, I feel your legs getting loud.
I just love how odd this sounds when it's not engineered with "baby girl, I'm in love." Like all of this, I'm like, all the pieces are there. It's just like you forgot the like most crucial last step, engineering the fucking vocals.
Happy, you can stay all night with me. Be naughty, I feel your legs getting loud. Be happy, you can stay all night with me. Be naughty, I feel your legs getting loud.
Is that it? All right, so we did not have a whole lot of... Oh, God, here we go. We did not have a whole lot of lyrics or anything going on in that song. That was Moko Plays Dat Like Dat or Dat Like Day. Neither of those really make sense to the actual song. So anywho, that's the reaction. That's the thing. Comment below what you thought of it. The link to Mr. Moko will be in the description and probably in the pinned comment as well. And of course, until next time, I scheme, you scheme, we all scheme for ice cream. Toodaloo!